the draft is basically now 4 weeks from this week. As a matter of fact, 4 weeks from today will be draft eve. And I think one of the interesting things that I heard at the draft or at the league meetings, because all the coaches are there, I asked a coach who picks in the top half of the first round, and his team might pick a quarterback, interested in a quarterback, and has certainly studied the best quarterbacks. I said, how do you rank him? Because I know he has gone through tape on all of them. And he said, number 1, Bryce Young. Number 2, C.J. Stroud. Number 3, Will Levis. And number 4, Anthony Richardson. And he said the ironic thing is that Anthony Richardson could turn out to be the best or really good. But he said what's really hard about Anthony Richardson is he started for 1 year. And that is such an important position. And you see guys who haven't started a lot of games in college. And he mentioned this. You see that Trey Lance, when he came into the 49ers, struggled a little bit after having 1 full year of starting play at North Dakota State. And you obviously now see this with Anthony Richardson. He won 6 games in his college career. So we'll get into all of that stuff in the coming weeks. But nothing about what I just said surprised me. And I think unless C.J. Stroud goes 1, I think it's either going to be Bryce Young or Stroud going number 1 now. Likely that the next quarterback pick by Houston at number 2 will be whoever is left over there. Although there are some who think that they might shock the world and pick Anthony Richardson. But anyway, we'll see. But we'll get into that a lot more. Did you pick up any tidbits on the draft that you want to share, Myles?
I got the sense that if it's C.J. Stroud at 1, then the Texans are going to be happy with Bryce Young at 2. And if it's Bryce Young at 1, then it's C.J. Stroud at 2. They're going to be okay with whoever is there for them at number 2 overall. But I think the interesting thing about what you just said about Anthony Richardson and not necessarily playing as much in colleges, and you mentioned Trey Lance too, it's the same kind of dynamic with Brock Purdy. Because he had so much starting experience at Iowa State, I mean, he was able to come in, and that was obviously a special situation when you're playing with the guys he was playing with on offense. But still, to come in and do the things that he did, there is something to the element of experience, I think, even, if you're a guy picked in the 7th round or what have you. So it is going to be something interesting to see with Anthony Richardson.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.